Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda. Oh, and Gizmo. Sorry, I almost forgot.
We're the Newcomers. You are joining us live. I hope you can hear us. We've got our external microphones hooked up here. We are real newcomers to the live thing. I think this is our third one.
Mm-hmm. Please tell us if you can hear us.
Yeah. So we're hoping it's going out there. I've got a lot to learn. You know, I'm an old dog, but I'm still trying to learn new tricks. And today we got a whole different setup. We're coming to you on our computer with a webcam right up there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. Good morning. Hello.
And sorry, I have to do this. I'm going to look like Sherman Peabody.
We got a lot of our good viewers out there. And some of you were waiting a little while. That's so nice. Look at that. We're clicking around. Fran Nader. Hi. And you asked us about insects here. Are they like the insects and snails like they are in Arizona? Not really. Of course, we pay a lawn service to come and treat our house regularly.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't see any bugs whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Lizards, though, we see a lot of lizards.
And occasionally we'll see mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah, those infernal mosquitoes.
Yeah, we do have mosquitoes.
But we've had a crazy morning already. Here I am laying in bed, 8 o'clock. I know, don't judge me. I stay up late.
He does.
And the grandkids came busting in the bedroom and jumped all over me.
Yeah.
They stopped here on their way to a softball tournament up in Gainesville.
Right.
So that was a lot of fun. It was great to see them this morning.
I said, go wake up Grandpa. I said, hey, run in there and jump on him.
You know, we left Indiana and we came down here. We were alone. And now 2 of our sons have moved to Florida. So it's just awesome.
We love it.
And we babysat the kids last week.
Yeah. It was great. We had 4 or 5 days of commotion and motion and lots of loves and hugs. And we had a great time. A lot of swimming. We enjoyed our days with the kids.
I see questions flying by. Real quick, I'm going to answer. No,
Okay.
She does not drive. Angela, she does not drive her cart to Bargains and Blessings. That's outside the bubble.
No.
That's in Wildwood.
Oh, by the way, talking about Bargains and Blessings, if anybody out there is in the villages and want a job, please, or just a volunteer position, please come to Bargains and Blessings. We are in desperate need of cashiers, and please come. It's a lot of fun to work there. Anyway, that's my plug.
Hey, Paul and Donna. Paul, are you keeping Donna in line? She's the one that flopped in her golf cart and showed off everything. And nice folks. We featured them in a video, on a lifestyle video.
Yeah.
While the grandkids were here, though, I got to tell you, we have all these sliding doors in the back of our house. It's one of the best features. But when you close them, sometimes you don't realize they're closed. She walked right into one. Yeah. I can see her nose print right on that window. Luckily, it did not break.
Luckily.
And luckily, she wasn't hurt.
But didn't break her nose.
That really did happen. But we've had a great week. Like we said, the grandkids have been here and we've been doing things. We had a lot of rain this week.
We did. We had some rain. We had a lot of rain. But we are enjoying the lifestyle here in the villages.
Yeah.
And hopefully more people will come and enjoy it with us.
Gizmo, a lot of you write and ask about him. He's right here with us right now.
Yeah.
He is slowing down big time. He can't even walk up steps anymore.
He's sleeping a lot and just kind of listless. He doesn't walk around the house like he used to. I mean, he's trying to find me wherever I go, but he'd rather me not go anywhere. He'd rather me just sit beside him.
Well, we're all that way. None of us want you to go anywhere.
Because he wants to follow me, and I feel bad when he wants to follow me because it hurts him.
Well, before we started, I was looking at the people online, and there are so many of you. Thank you for watching. Mm-hmm. And a couple of the questions we had. First of all, Shadow Brown, thank you so much. We got your box yesterday, and lovely, so thoughtful of you. Thank you very much.
Love it.
And Judy Cherry, she's a very loyal viewer, and she wrote she's coming to the villages to visit a friend. So we'll see you when you get here. Becky Howe, Diane Witt. Diane wants to know if the villages are going to build condos. Diane, we already have some condos, believe it or not. They're up in Spanish Springs. They are a hot property, let me tell you.
They are.
They're very close to the Spanish Springs Town Square. I think when they come vacant, they sell like that. But that would be a really handy location.
It really would be.
I don't know. I don't know of any plans to build any more condos. You know, the villages knows what's hot and what sells. And if enough people want it, I bet they'll do it.
They will.
Let's see, Karen Anderson and Kathy wrote. And Kathy asked about insurance. That's a hot topic, right? A lot of you want to know about insurance. So do we. We can't get any answers. I have called multiple insurance agents and said, will you please come on our show?
Yes.
Our viewers. Hey, there we go. I can't read it.
Petra's embroidery.
Thank you.
From Petra. Thank you, Petra.
Or is it Petra? Petra or
I say
Petra?
Petra.
Well, thank you so much. I don't know. We're worried about it. Our son, like we've told you on the air, he bought a home in Orlando. His insurance runs $275 a month.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And ours, luckily, is just over $1,000 a year. So that's a good deal. But all the scams that went on and all the hurricane damage, and some insurers have left. I'm worried about it. I am worried about it. Now, will it price us out of Florida? I don't think so. You build up a life savings, and sometimes you have to spend that life savings. And, we may have to pay more for insurance, but we love the lifestyle here, so we'll probably do it. But I mean, if it got unbearable, what we always say when people say, what if we don't like it there? Well, you can move. That's what we would do. We love it here. We don't want to move, but if it got unbearable for one reason or another, we'd start looking somewhere else. We're not tied to here.
Just Mindy, thank you so much for the donation. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's great. This morning when we set up here, I put my lights up. 2 lights wouldn't work. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had some blank lights.
Of course, like I said, the grandkids have been here. They were probably using them for baseball bats. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, hello, Linda from Arkansas. She's our frequent viewer.
Linda Sue.
And Lucy in the Panhandle.
Bill and Jeannie, they're a couple of other great viewers, and we want to say hello to them. Thank you so much.
Gizmo is 14.
Bill and Jeannie asked who we have for our homeowners insurance, and I want to tell them, whoa, there's one. Kim Wolf. That is awesome.
Kim,
thank you so much.
Love you.
Bill and Jeannie, we use Progressive, and so far, no complaints whatsoever. We had another company called Cabrillo Coastal, and when it renewed, I hit my chandelier.
There's a blooper.
When it renewed, they jacked it way up. So we said, adios, amigo.
Yeah. Someone asked about our bloopers. Yeah, we have bloopers all the time, but we don't show them every week.
You'll have to let us know what you think. Yesterday, we got an email that said, hey, I noticed you didn't have bloopers on the last video. Good job, because they had run their course. We don't need to see your bloopers anymore. What do y'all think about that? I mean, if we're gonna make bloopers,
we are.
So we don't have to share them with you. Do you want us to share them or not? Let us know. Sometimes it takes us a while. We have actually taped that. When we tape Mailbag Monday, it takes about an hour, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have done it before where we had to do it 3 times because either this light malfunctioned or the microphones weren't plugged in or whatever. So, I mean, it takes a while. So we're going to end up with some bloopers.
And another viewer asked about us having 2 shows, one on Monday, one on Thursday. And would it be in the future that we just do 1 show a week? Right now, we're liking the 2 shows. We're enjoying it. The 1 show on Monday is questions from our viewers. And then on Thursday, it's like out in the community, out in the villages, a little bit of an interview sometimes. So it's a little different kind of a show. So.
Thank you, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
This is unbelievable that you guys are chipping in to help us out. That's so good. Thank you. I never cease to be amazed by how good people are. Back in Indiana, we had a tight circle of friends, and that was it. And here we're exposed to so many people, and it's just overwhelming how good the people are. And sometimes we forget that. Ronnie's a Marine. He's a veteran. He lives here in the villages. Thank you, Ronnie. And people, listen, we appreciate any money that you give, but don't give us any money if it's a hardship for you. We do not want anybody to give us money. If you can't afford it or if things are tight for you, please don't do that. But we do enjoy meeting everybody. And somebody else just asked, who was that on that other paper? It's I wrote it down. How would your life be without your YouTube channel? Christy Moore asked us that. That's a good one. We differ on our opinion on that. She is real outgoing with water aerobics, stretching, yoga, walk off the pounds, that kind of thing. I'm more of a slug. I don't do as many things.
There are snails in the villages.
I mean, I play golf. There's one giant 240-pound slug in the villages. It's a Guinness record. But I play water volleyball once in a while. I will play pickleball once in a
You
while.
ride
I'll play
bikes.
golf.
You
I ride the bike.
Yeah.
But I don't love any of those more than meeting you folks and doing our blog. I love to do the editing. It's fun for me, and I enjoy it. So she can go off and stretch and do the yoga.
I like the exercise classes. I think they're a lot of fun.
Rob, quit it.
Hi,
Rob is a good
Hey,
friend.
Christy,
Rob,
is
come
Christy
on.
with you?
Rob and Christy are two of the great
Oh,
people
talk
here in the
about
villages.
active people.
Shadow, thanks.
Um,
And Rob and Christy do everything. They ride bikes.
Yes.
They travel like big dogs. They went on our cruise.
They're big Disney
They're getting ready for
fans.
another cruise. They're going to Ireland.
Oh, my gosh.
That's going to be amazing.
We
So
wanted
Rob,
to go
thank
with
you. And we saw Kristen on Facebook this morning. She got a new riding outfit. She's a biker.
Yeah. Oh, she's been doing a lot of biking.
I played water volleyball with her last week, and she
kills it, doesn't she?
she is a go-getter.
She's
Let me tell you.
She's
Yeah.
great. She's great.
But that's a great part of our life now is the blog, and we feel like I don't know if we're helping people, but it feels like we are.
Yeah.
And so many people are just so kind, and we love it, and we love meeting you. So we're going to do it for a while more. I will say though that it is tough to get 2 shows out a week and still try to be fresh and interesting with new topics and new things to do. Jeff, thank you so much. But yeah, it's fun. We love it, and we're going to try to keep doing it for a while. I kind of feel like we caught lightning in a bottle. I feel like
we did.
It's one of those things where you think about the past and what happened. Everything went right for us.
Yeah, it happened just at the right time.
We loved our house.
Yeah.
We remodeled it for us, and we got the bug, and boom, we sold the house. We came down, we bought a house, and we moved in. Everything's been great.
Mm-hmm.
We're in good health. She had that big health scare the first year, so we were kind of thinking, ooh.
Yeah.
But she had a little stroke. Actually, it was a big stroke. She had 2 of them, but she recovered 100%.
I did. I'm great.
And she had not open heart surgery, but she had to have a a plug put in your heart to fill a hole that caused that stroke. So she's all good.
I'm all good.
And that leads us to talk about healthcare in the villages. Mm-hmm. It's hard for us to read these things, man. I need my glasses.
I'm going to change the font on that.
I don't know how to do that. Gussie Bush, what happens after 8 p.m.? We don't know. I'm up.
8 p.m.
But it's so fun. I'm going to take a bike ride one night after 8.
Yes.
With my GoPro
Yes.
and show you guys this town.
Yes.
It is so quiet.
It's like
we love it.
Yeah, it's like the first week when we moved here, I stood out in the driveway about 8 o'clock, and I looked around, and there's not a car, not a sound, nothing. I go, does anybody live here in the neighborhoods? But I guess it's been different down in the town, down there, the squares. But
a couple of the night spots stay open till later.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. The neighborhood's quiet.
Quiet.
What we're going to have to do is write some of these down after the show and try to answer them on Mailbag Monday or whatever.
Yeah. Tom from Maryland said hello. Hi, Tom.
Ron Sanders says the healthcare of the villages is atrocious. There's better veterinarian care than there is healthcare. Well, Ron, that's your opinion, and it may be true, but everybody has their own opinion. We've had good experience with healthcare here.
Yeah,
we like our doctors. Mm-hmm. It's been great. I go to the dermatologist. Come on, and I have a primary care physician. She has a cardiologist. Mm-hmm. We've had good experience. So it may be atrocious for some, but it's probably not atrocious for everybody.
Bernie's from Port Charlotte, and we had someone from Maine. Forgot his S. Sylvester is from Maine. Keep the blooper, someone said. Oh, if you hold Control and plus key, it will make the web font bigger. Control plus and plus.
Yeah, but what if we did that right now and we go off the air? Blame that guy, whoever that is. Control and plus. I don't even know where plus is.
Okay, I'll answer some questions here. New Hampshire is watching. Hi, Diane. Glad you're joining us. And someone else from Maryland. Oh, Petra. Petra's from the Embroidery Creation. So everybody check her out. Check her embroidery station.
Oh, my God.
Hey, woohoo! We got big letters. Yay.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you.
And we got smaller, but the who did that? Thank you.
Oh, we love you guys.
Yeah, that was great. I'm going to do it again.
No.
I'm going to do it one more time.
Thank you. Get in the RV. Who are you?
Oh, look at that now.
Lovely.
I don't even need my glasses now. This is great.
Becky's from Pensacola. This is amazing. Oh, see, you guys help us. We help you. You help us. I love this.
Hi, Nurse Julie and Dan Curran. AEDs. Dan mentions AEDs. They are stationed all over the place here. What that is a defibrillator that you have a team. Angela Masson, our great friend. And that team of people is called to the scene of any incident, and they will clear, and it's a good deal.
Yeah, it is. And hello from the Burns family, from William.
There's Ronnie Delaplane. Now Ronnie knows. He's been to 6 different VA hospitals, and he said the one in the Villages is the best he's ever been to.
Excellent news.
Great to know.
That's
Brian McGuire did one of our viewer video live questions.
Oh, yes, I remember.
And by the way, just video yourself asking any of these questions we don't answer today.
Yeah.
You can say, Jerry and Linda, is the garbage pickup good? And you video yourself saying that, and
they were very good this morning. Garbage collecting. We had a raccoon in our garbage again, and raccoons drug things out, and they came and cleaned it all up. They were amazing today.
Christy Moore wants to know, since there are so many YouTubers in the Villages, do you have a club for YouTubers? My gosh, there are more YouTubers here than you can shake a stick at. Now, there was only really one when we came down. That was Skip Smith. He's the granddaddy of them all. And then we jumped in, and we've been very successful. But Lordy, there are a lot of them, and a lot of them call me saying, "What camera do you use? What light do you use?" Come on.
Yeah.
Some of them even put their little doggy in the videos with them. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. But no, we're not in any club. If I was going to go to a club, I'd probably go to the Indiana Club or the Dachshund Club.
Yeah, the Dachshund Club is not all year long, I don't think. I think it's half a year. I think a snowbird group leads it. I'm not sure.
Jim Jandik wanted to know if we go north during the summer. We don't ordinarily, but this summer we're going up. Remember our buddy Mike, our trusty cameraman, great friend. We're going to go visit him in Minnesota this summer.
Homes besides verandas and villas that have fences.
Nope.
There's the only ones. And you cannot build a fence. Whatever's the builders build, that's what you get.
Bar Harbor, and we've been up there to Bar Harbor. We went on a cruise, first cruise we ever went on, stopped in Bar Harbor.
It was beautiful, beautiful. Mary says we're living the life for sure, and she's jealous. Well, come on down, Mary. You can enjoy it with us.
We know we're lucky, and it's not for everybody. You have to be healthy, really, to enjoy the Villages.
Yeah.
If you're not healthy and you're shut in, you could enjoy your life just as well anywhere else.
Yeah.
Lindy's from beautiful Boston. We like Boston.
Kimberly just invited us to North Dakota. Would you like to go?
I mean, I like to go everywhere, but
or is that Notre Dame? ND. Was that for Notre Dame?
North Dakota, probably.
I don't know.
But honestly, when we go somewhere, I can't wait to get back here. That's the honest truth.
We do. When we see the sign, the Villages, we go, oh.
There's Gold Wingnut. Now you all know Don Wiley. That's Gold Wingnut now. He's a champ.
Channel.
We love Don.
Yeah.
He said if you buy in the family area, that's going to be Middleton.
Yes.
Or maybe if you were in Oxford Oaks, you could put a fence up. Angela Masson says she's missing it down here. They're going to be back. They'll be back. Jeff says we can come to Green Bay. Well, if you get a couple extra football tickets, give us a holler, Jeff.
Oh, that'd be cold though.
Those are hard to come by.
Those are cold.
That's the only family-owned football team, I think.
Really?
The Green Bay Packers.
I didn't know that. Ada stays at the Disney Grand Floridian, and
she hangs out in our squares.
Okay, cool. Yeah. How come it's going so fast?
Well, because we've made the letters big now, so we only see them for a second, and then.
Oh.
And I wonder if I can use the up arrow and go back. Oh, here we go. Let me try that. Oh yeah.
Oh, we're learning new things. Hey.
There we go.
And Sandra's from Prescott, Arizona. Hi, Sandra.
Jeff says, if you come to the Villages and you stay at the hotel, can you rent a golf cart and keep it at the hotel? Yeah, you can. The answer to that is yes.
At the hotel down in town.
Yeah, that's a beautiful hotel, by the way.
That. Yes.
The Brownwood Hotel and Spa.
I'm sure a lot of people do that. Carla's from Texas. Hi, Carla.
She's from New Braunfels. I was in a photography club with a guy from there named Michael. Plumeyer, I believe was his name. Maybe you know him. Oh boy.
Let's try to see who that is from.
No, that's
Oh,
from,
okay. Never
from
mind.
the past.
Never mind. Fishing club. Jerry
I'm
wants to know
in the fishing club, and we have a great fishing club. I don't
Mhm.
usually go to the meetings. We're busy. We're busy
Doesn't
doing
have
stuff.
a lot of time.
But it's great. I did go on an outing last month with them. You can pay $45 and go and get on a boat and fish in Lake Harris, and we did
Mhm.
that. Had a great time. Did not catch a single fish on that outing, but didn't even
Well, it
get
was a boating.
yeah, it was
day.
a, it was like a boating
day,
thing.
boating
Yeah,
club.
boating thing. Oh my gosh, we're not
Fish-
scrolling anymore.
Fish is not. It's probably me because of that.
Here we go.
Why are you doing it?
I'm just doing it with my finger. When we get to the bottom, we'll be all right. Sorry, everybody. Is there a group just for new people when they arrive to the villages? They do have like orientations, and they
Yes.
have at the rec center, they have a
Yes.
thing where vendors come for new people, and yeah.
There's also a newcomer night or whatever where they come, where you go and you get all the information about the villages and different things that you need to know about the districts and the governing and how it all works, how the villages work. So that's a great thing to go to.
Kimberly is in Notre Dame and not North Dakota. I would much
Okay,
rather go to
we'll
Notre
go to
Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Now, Susie Q is building a home in Mount Dora. Mount Dora is about a half hour from here.
Oh,
It's a
little more.
beautiful little community,
Little more.
and if I lived somewhere else besides here in this area,
Jerry
I would give that
loves
a look.
Mount
I love
Dora
it there.
too.
Yeah, love it. Love
Yeah.
that lake.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Nova Scotia.
Wow.
Gizmo's not doing real well. There he is back there.
This is what we see a lot.
He just kind of shuffles around.
Yeah.
Audrey said she enjoyed our Walmart video. Would we do another one soon?
Got to talk to you about Walmart. We went yesterday and we took a golf cart. And Jerry says, let's go to the Walmart and we'll take a golf cart. So if you have a golf cart and you go to the grocery, you need to have one of those bags to put on the back. And then I also put things in the basket. But we went there and you know what? There was probably how many people in line in front of us? One. That was amazing.
That was very good.
Not that Walmart wasn't getting business, but they really weren't because the snowbirds, seasonal people were gone and we didn't have to wait for an hour to pay for our groceries. But I love that Walmart. It's great.
Catherine, she asked if Bargains and Blessing gets a lot of furniture from people that move here. Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people get down here and say, I don't think that goes. And then they switch out. But you can get some very good finds there. You'll love it. Come see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, DC. Walmart has not been carrying that beef stew. What up?
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to look at a different area. Where was
They
it?
said after I put that on that they had a giant run on it, and since then they've had trouble getting it. So sorry about that.
Yeah. Cancer centers here in the villages, we do have them, Christine. Yes, we do.
All right, I want to show you something. I told you our grandkids were here. I started a little tradition with our first grandchild, and I try to buy them something that they can remember grandma and grandpa forever. And maybe if you have grandkids, maybe you'd want to do this. But here's what, like for instance, I get them each a really cool rock. Look at this. This is, of course, it's quartz crystal. It's a beast. And I've done that for the grandkids, a different type of rock for when I can get it. I got that in Manitou Springs in Colorado.
Yes.
And we do that. And hopefully when we're long gone, they'll still remember us.
And Julie's from Louisville, Kentucky. She spends most of her time here and a little bit back at 98% here and then sometime in Louisville, Kentucky.
Julie, you might have heard that we worked at the bat factory at Louisville Slugger.
Mm-hmm. I sold t-shirts and Jerry was a tour guide. It was a fun time.
Kit Schroeder, you're right. It is better late than never. Kit, she's a realtor. She's from up north, and we're glad to see you.
Yeah.
I know. Catherine says Jerry's causing issues with the stock levels of beef stew at Walmart. Sorry about that. A couple of years ago, they had a run on Spam after our show.
Uh-huh. This is somebody from Pittsburgh. I missed her name. Jerry, what baseball team are you a fan of?
Well, when I was a kid, I was a super duper fan of the San Francisco Giants with Willie Mays and Willie McCovey and Tito Fuentes and Orlando Cepeda, Juan Marichal, Tom Haller, the Alou brothers, all those guys. But now I don't really follow. I kind of like the Rays, and I love the start they got off to, 19-0 this time. Thank you, M. Burns. I tried to do my best every time. you know, well, I'm not very patient with people when you go to get a takeout food or whatever and they throw it at you. You know, where we were like, thank you, here you go. How's that? Anything else we can do for you? People today don't do that. A lot
Are
of
there
people.
churches in the villages? Sandy, there are so many churches. In fact, our church, we call it Church Row. There's probably like 6 churches on that street. So that you will find every denomination. It is an amazing place for churches. Yes.
Karen, I used to like the Orioles when Frank and Brooks Robinson and Boog Powell played for them, and that was a great team. Go Cubbies. Hey, you talk about baseball, they would start popping up. Red Sox. I do love the Red Sox.
Yes, that's from Melindy.
I'm like the opposite of a Yankees fan. My favorite team is whoever plays the Yankees, but I think my second favorite team then is the Rays from Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't hate me if you're a New York fan.
Karen goes to the church in her golf cart. Yeah, there are churches you can go to with your golf cart. Absolutely.
Carol, I just got back from St. Simon's Island.
Yeah, he
My
did.
buddy Alan and I went up there. We flew his
Oh.
plane up there.
You could have gone to see her.
And we ate lunch. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Wouldn't that be funny if she ran into you?
Somebody wanted us to do VIP tours of the villages. We have been asked several times for that, but we have not.
That would be fun.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Well, fun for them. I don't know. Friend likes the Pirates. Healing vibes for little Gizmo from Teresa.
Well, thank you, Teresa. He needs it.
Are you awake? He's awake.
Lucille writes each grandchild a poem when they're born. That is a wonderful tradition. Yeah.
Nice.
Mary's from close to St. Simon. I'm sorry.
This Mindy wants to do the tours in the trolley.
You know what, Mindy? We tried that. We were not allowed to video on the trolley, and there's only one tour now. It's down in the new area. Somebody liked the Phillies, but said we're too nice to be Phillies fans.
Julie, yes, that right. Julie, the churches back home were huge. I was a member of Northside Christian in New Albany, and it was a monster church. 5,000 at Christmas, 10,000 Christmas, 5,000 during the normal Sunday and Saturday. I miss that tremendously. If you want to go to a mega church, you're going to have to go outside of the villages, and that's toward Claremont area. What else? Ocala maybe, but that's a 45-minute drive, and I'm not ready to do that kind of thing. So no, but inside the villages,
over 100, I think. Not inside the villages. Most of the churches are not in the villages; they're on the outskirts.
Yeah, the outskirts, but it's very, very, very close.
The villages is mostly residential. But Jeff says his mom makes quilts for all the grandchildren when they're born.
Oh,
isn't that great?
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Craig says he drives to Kentucky on a regular basis, and when he crosses that I-64 bridge, he thinks of us.
Oh,
yeah, that's a double-decker bridge.
We crossed that
Craig.
a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was a walking bridge. We walked across a walking bridge too, didn't we, Jerry?
There's Albert Marchianda. Now, Albert's one of our very top fans, and I want to give him a shout out.
Yeah. And Teresa says it's cloudy in Rhode Island. Is that right?
Terry, I guess so. Rhodey. We have not been to the Manatee Reservation in Homosassa. You can swim with them there. You can swim with them in lots of places if you just happen to find them there. That's Christine. Oh, that Kim Wolf's high school has the same fight song as Notre Dame. That is one of the greatest fight songs of all. How far are the new villages in golf cart from us? Well, we don't know what you mean by new, because what was new yesterday is not new today. But let's say St. Catherine. St. Catherine is probably 15 minutes by golf cart.
Yeah.
Newell would probably be 25 minutes by golf cart, maybe. Something like that from us. Cindy likes your new hair color. Do you like it?
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I do like my hair color. I do. And she put highlights in it. I really love the highlights. So, and the sunshine down here does make it lighter.
Mine's pretty close. What do you think, Cindy? Huh? You didn't mention mine.
But anyway, want to do some of those?
Okay. Rob and Chrissy, a while ago, I told you they're taking a trip to Ireland. Is anybody else taking a big vacation this year? Let us know where you're going and what you think is the best vacation spot. If somebody's looking for a place to go that would really be awesome, where would you want to go?
Yeah.
That's something to talk about. Another thing would be if you wanted to move to the villages, and we get this question quite a bit from people that are 75 or 78 years old. They want to know, is it too late to move to the villages? We moved at 62, and we thought that if we got to be 72, we wouldn't have the energy to downsize, to get everything out of that house. And it depends on your health, I guess.
You know what I would suggest though? If you're that age, I would come down here and spend a month and rent a home for a month and see how you like it. Rent a golf cart, see how can you handle it. Can you handle the going places in golf carts and navigating around and all? So I would give it a little vacation here and see how you like it and and then you have to think about, oh, how do you downsize when you're that age? How do you physically get all of that done? So, but that would be something to really think about, but I would come here first.
Diane's our buddy. She was your bacon buddy.
Oh, yay. Hi,
Baking,
Diane.
not bacon buddy.
She's my sweetheart.
Yeah, she
maker.
said it's never too late to move to the villages. Clay said that the villages is the best vacation spot, and it is good.
Yeah,
you can do a lot of things. 1, 2, 3 Rockchild is going to see Engelbert Humperdinck in October.
Oh,
please release me, let me go.
Vernon's heading our way tomorrow to visit for the first time. Yay, Vernon, you're gonna like it, I think. I pretty much guarantee it.
Laura's coming for a vacation in the villages, 10 days. I've always said that lifestyle preview is a fantastic vacation. Lots of freebies and perks.
Yeah.
And the prices, right? Our son just took the kids out. I told you he stopped here this morning. He's going somewhere for 3 days and his hotel bill was $1,000.
Yeah.
You know, you do a lot better than that here on the lifestyle preview.
Absolutely. Yeah. And nightly entertainment, and you can go just about do anything you want.
Kimberly retired from teaching last Wednesday. I bet you're on top of the world, Kimberly. Your husband will change his mind.
Jeff said that there are people specializing in helping people relocate to the villages. So Chad was a realtor, right? And helped.
Chad, he's talking about Chad Montgomery. That's one of our friends because he was a viewer. That happens a lot. Our viewers become friends. And now he's a village's sales agent. He is a terrific guy.
Yeah. When's the best time to do a lifestyle tour?
The prices are lowest in the hot months. They're much higher in the winter months, but the weather's going to be better. I would say somewhere in the October, November, December, or March, April, May timeframe would be the absolute best weather.
Yeah. Jim says, hello, Gizzy. You awake? You awake? He wants to move over and see him a little bit. There he is. Your chair's not in the right place. Chad Montgomery, talk to Teresa.
Arno is one of our great viewers, and he said the summer is the best time to visit because you won't want to experience that heat. Yeah. Because that heat, I talk about it.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot, but then also it's not crowded here in the summertime either.
Well, yeah, there's a reason for that.
I know.
It is really hot, but I mean, everything's more wide open, better golf, better restaurant experiences, lower traffic.
Yes, they do supply a golf cart, don't they? In everybody's lifestyle visit, you get a golf cart, and they get bicycles too, I believe. Deb
Holliday's 72, and she's moving here. She just took the time and made the decision to go full-time villages. That's great.
All right, Deb. I hope you enjoy it and have a lot of fun.
Now, Mandy's got the right idea. Mandy's coming for a lifestyle visit in June, then going to Maui in December.
Can I go with you?
We are hosting a cruise, and we're leaving in January 28th, I think, for the Caribbean. It's sold out, but if you follow us on Facebook, we're going to be making another announcement soon. We've got a 2024 cruise all planned, and we got the rooms reserved, but we haven't announced it yet. So if you're interested, you can tune into our Facebook. Just go to the Villages Newcomers, Jerry and Linda, and you can follow us there and find out more information. There's Susan. Now, Susan, I'm glad she wrote here. She said you can also get on a cancellation visit. If you call and the lifestyles are all booked up, you can get on the standby list.
Oh, that's great.
But on next Thursday, we have a special show. Susan is going to be on that show. We had a panel discussion right here with 3 lovely ladies to talk about their experiences in the villages.
Mhm.
It is going to be a great show.
A great show.
A great show.
Yeah.
And thank you, Susan, for being in it. Darla's flying to the villages for a lifestyle visit.
Nice.
You can rent clubs, Darla, but they are expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know, less expensive. When we got here, she didn't have clubs. So I got on Nextdoor and I said, would anybody loan her some clubs? And we got multiple offers, and boom, it happened just like that. Yeah. It says they plan to keep a lake cottage somewhere up in the north for the summers. That's a great idea.
Great idea. We'll come visit you.
Christine asked if the person that did Gizmo's painting, which is not behind us anymore, do they do them public? Yes, they do. It's an Etsy shop. I'll try to post that link on our Facebook
That'd be
page.
nice. Yes, absolutely.
Hi, Rob. Good to see you. You're here with us.
Old portraits.
Did you all know that we used to be photographers? We were
And teachers.
Well, we were teachers, but at 3 o'clock, I would load my pickup truck with lights. Hi, Fred. Fred's a train conductor.
Oh, yeah.
I would load my truck with lights and all the gear, tripods, cameras, and we would go do sports photography, like the middle memory mates, where the kids holding the ball, and the team pictures up here, and we would do senior pictures, and we did a few weddings and all that sort of thing. And one thing that it got me thinking when we moved, we've got all these giant pictures of when we had 1 kid and us in a frame, and then we have one with 2 kids, then we have one with 3 kids. And then we have a senior picture of boy number 1, a big senior picture of boy number 2. We don't have any of those things displayed here.
No.
So you have to make that heartbreaking decision. What do you do with those pictures?
You know, I did notice when I visit other people's homes during when we play cards at each other's homes, well, I noticed a lot of people don't put a lot of portraits around their homes. They keep it pretty much neutral. They may have picture frames. They don't put them on the walls. They may have frames out sitting on the thing. So smaller frames. So none of these big giant pictures on the walls we don't do here, typically in the villages. So we have stored a lot of ours in suitcases, and we had them up in the attic, and we said, not a good idea. So we brought them down, and now they're in closets. But now we come to the realization, I think we're going to take them all out of the frames. We have pictures of the pictures. We'll take pictures of the pictures, and they'll be on our phone, and we're going to get rid of the frames and that kind of thing. So it's just, sorry, clutter.
I remember back when I was a photographer, they come in and they're so emotional and they love these things. And I mean, I took off every pimple. I gave them the glow, and they would buy these giant portraits of their kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they spent a lot of money on them.
Mm-hmm.
And now what do you do with them? Don't feel bad if you throw them away. The kids don't want them.
Nope, they don't.
They don't want them.
They don't want them. We just take pictures of the pictures.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
In our case, I was lucky enough to have the file.
Yeah.
So I still have.
Right.
Yeah, that's Fred. We met Fred at World Beer. I think
Fred and Melissa.
Fred and Melissa are neighbors. They live here, and glad you're watching, Fred.
Yeah, we'll bump into each other.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Sorry when we pause like that. We're trying to read these questions.
Lonesome Pine Farm, the old cowboy.
Doreen, I think the $12 club rental, I'm not sure that's accurate anymore. I think it's more expensive than that. And I think you have to pay at least double that if you want to play 18 holes.
Mm-hmm. Lonesome Pine Farm, the old cowboy, wanted to know what our life was like before the villages.
We taught school, then we retired.
We retired early. We retired when we were 55.
For the 10 years before we moved here, I was doing woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I had a wood shop, and I was making, odds and ends, and really enjoyed that, but got rid of all those tools and really don't miss it. I brought enough just to keep me busy. Yeah, that's what we did. And she just cheered me on. And she was my finisher. When I would make boxes or canes, or I specialized in magic wands. She would finish things for me, and they were beautiful. We still have some of them. Most of them are gone.
Doreen says there was $12 to rent the golf clubs.
Yeah, I just talked about that.
Oh, I must have been reading something else. Sorry. Where was I? There's a blooper.
All right, scrolling down just a little bit. Doc Holliday, that's a cool name. Michelle wants to know, why is the Villages called the bubble? Is
Good
that
question.
bad going outside of them? There is no real bubble.
No,
But honestly, Michelle, you feel good here. You feel safe here.
feel very safe.
You know, people want to talk about politics. It doesn't affect us in here much. We don't make it a big point of contention with our neighbors and friends. I don't know what our neighbors, whether they're Democrats, Republicans, Independents, or whatever they are. There's, no matter what you think you read, we don't see crime in our neighborhood. You know, we feel safe here. It's like a bubble. That's what the deal is.
Yeah, we just feel very safe. It's our little safety.
Rob, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any more cooking segments coming up, Linda? Well, as a matter of fact, I may even do a cooking segment. I've got a couple planned in my head that I'm going to show you men some real man food.
Have we bought that fire extinguisher yet?
But she's going to show you for sure her pineapple upside down cake.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
That is so good. That is so good.
That's easy.
And she has some killer recipes. So I think she will do some more.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's fun. Those are fun. And I just stay behind the camera and then I'd get to test the product. Yeah. Scrolling down a little bit. There are no indoor tennis courts. 123 Rockchild asked that. Walter, in my career, I've taught a lot of things. I taught grades 6 through 12 at one time or another, even taught at the local university, what's Indiana University, Southeast. But mostly I taught social studies. When I broke in, there were no social studies jobs. I taught special ed until I could get into social studies. So that's what I taught. And she was a kindergarten, first grade teacher.
Right. Mostly kindergarten. That was my love.
Catherine, the woodworking shop, you're not allowed to sell your projects. Those, it's not to make a profit. They do a lot of Christmas work there, kids and toys for kids
at Christmas to give away to families, needy families.
Do police patrol? Yes, they do. We don't see them very often, though. We have a community watch we see 2 or 3 times a day that drives around and just and they can contact the authorities if needed. But we do have a police presence. They're here, and we've had an interview with the sheriff right here in our house. So they're good. You know what? Time's flying. We've already been doing this for 43 minutes.
We could sit here and talk to you all day. Teresa wanted to ask about what do we do when it rains? Is there something to do? Absolutely, there's something to do. You go to the rec centers and go to the activities, or you can go inside. There's you can play pool inside. You can do darts. You can do that table shuffleboard. There's all kinds of exercise classes inside the rec center. So there's something to do inside.
Look at that fellow right there, Mike Kulsath. Mike he's our buddy, our cameraman. He's up in Minnesota.
Mike,
I've already talked that we're going to visit them this summer.
Yeah,
he said, what concert have we enjoyed the most? I'll tell you, for me, we've went to a lot of B.J. Thomas, Diamond Rio, Grassroots, Herman's Hermits, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Yeah. We've been to a whole bunch, a lot more than that.
And Exile.
But I think the best Exile is
that's
fantastic.
At the Orange Blossoms.
Yeah, that was it. I think Herman's Hermits was my favorite.
It was a great concert.
Yeah. He is quite a performer, let me tell you.
And you can go to a concert any night. It's Savannah Center. There's plays and at the Sharon and in the Tierra del Sol. There's so much to do with the performing arts. And there is the Broadway series. There's a lot of shows. And the Tierra del Sol is a small, intimate little theater. Seats about maybe 100, maybe, I don't know. And it's maybe less than that. And it's very charming, very nice.
No, Sandra, I'm not an associate pastor, although,
The Church of Jerry. Oh, my goodness.
Let me get my lounge chair. Jesus says this is an all-day event.
Get your popcorn.
No, Teresa, he's not feeling well. He hasn't felt well for months.
2 months or 3 months, He's slowly going downhill. Yeah, it's really sad.
All right, we'll take 1 or 2 more, and then we're going to get out of here.
What time do the early morning classes start? I think they start at 7. I think there's a 7 o'clock walk off pounds class at the rec center. So I don't do those. But you can go join any of them.
Well, remember now, if you have questions that maybe you asked it today and we went by it, and I'm sorry if we missed your question, you can send them to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to put it on a mailbag Monday or try to get with you. I see people are still. Mark Ainsworth wants to know what's the best way to search the villages to determine lot number, houses for sale, that kind of thing. Go to the Villages app and look under home search. That's a great way to find out. You can look by village, you can look by address, you can look just for lots for sale, lots of stuff like that.
Can you say, what does that mean?
Can you say, ooh, yeah?
Ooh, yeah.
All right, lots of people. Fred,
Oh,
thank you, Fred. But we really enjoy being with you guys. This was a big source of stress for her.
The first one I did, I was just shaking, just scared. But now I just feel like you're just in our family, and you're right here in my living room. So you don't make me nervous anymore.
They're actually in our dining room.
Oh, our dining room.
Right.
Here in our dining room. I'll have to offer you some meatloaf.
Well, listen, folks, thank you. This has been really fun and nice. And those of you that gave us a monetary gift, we'll put that in our equipment fund, and that will help. So thanks so much.
Thank you all.
We really appreciate it.
If you liked our video today, press the like and subscribe button. Until next time.
See you when you get here.